How's it going, everyone? Famine52 back again, and in today's episode, we're continuing on with Hogwarts Legacy. Let's get going. Alright, welcome back, everyone. In the last episode, we went to Hogsmeade, got our wand, picked up some school supplies, and got attacked by a troll, as well as found out a little bit of information on Rookwood. Saw that he was working with the main goblin of the bad side, from what we can gather. And from my understanding, Victor Rookwood is going to be a descendant of the gentleman that we saw in the pensive in the beginning of the game. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Apparently the transition from main game to the owl post kind of crashes my recording, so let's see how this works as I go to the owl post that we did get at the end of the last episode. Alright, cool. Does not look to have crashed it, but we received a letter from Professor Fig. Come and see me. I've discovered something in the locket we found in Gringotts. I guess they're saying the thing that was floating above the pensive is a locket. However, that did not look like any sort of locket that I have ever seen in my life. But if that's what they're calling it, I guess I will go with it. Anywho, let's go ahead and move on forth, shall we?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel.
I don't think there's anything else for us to do right now other than to just go see Professor Fig. I can be wrong. It looks like I am wrong. We have a couple of side quests, so let's go ahead and take a look at these guys. I'm also going to run there just so that we can get some, what are they called? Some notes for our field guide. And
It has a brand new game. Just beware the open flame. Hot, hot, hot.
Now I wonder if he dropped this because I hit him,
Leviosa.
or because that's just how he was scripted to do right there. Because he dropped those right as I walked into him. But anyway, I cannot remember if I did this in recording, so we're going to go ahead and enter here.
Lumos.
It looks like I did do this in recording, so let's go ahead and get on out of here.
Revelio.
What is going on here? Anyway, suppose it doesn't really matter.
Accio.
There's gotta be something
Leviosa.
else I could do with this.
Reparo.
Couldn't tell you what else I'm supposed to be doing with that, but there's gotta be something, right? And it actually looks like the path we're gonna be taking we have already traveled. So maybe I should have just fast traveled to get to where we're going. Sorry, I thought that I saw a book flying around.
Revelio.
I am apparently mistaken. So let's go ahead and go through here and go up go up a few floors. What the heck was that? No idea. Oh, now you want to update me with the quest. I am hearing
Revelio.
something that we seem to be getting further away from. I might know what it is we're looking for. but I'm not 100% sure. But
Hello
this
there.
is going to be our quest
Perhaps you
giver
can help
right
me.
here.
Hello? Were you calling me?
I was, yes. Thought you might be interested in joining me for a bit of an adventure. Following a treasure map, to be precise. Slight respite from battling the odd troll, I should think. Asked Poppy if she'd be interested as well, but couldn't drag her away from her puff skein. I found 2 maps lying about, both leading to locations around Hogwarts. Care to have a look at one?
Sure.
Following a Hogwarts treasure map? Count me in.
Wonderful. Hogwarts fascinates me. You can keep whatever treasure lies at the end of your map. I'll be satisfied just knowing where it leads.
Where do you suggest I search first?
Based on a cursory review of your map, I'd suggest somewhere near Hecat's classroom.
Very well. I shall take a look if I can find the time.
Fair enough. Meet me back here if you find anything.
Alright, so this is our map thing right here. I don't really find it being all that understandable. This is the rhino that is down in the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. This is the dragon thing statue that we encountered. And here's a portrait right here. Really, this, to my understanding, is kind of red herring. This doesn't matter. We need to know about this dragon statue, because as you can see, we have a circled door back here and back that's going to lead us to this portrait. So let's go ahead and take a look for those real quick. And also, as you can see on the map, we do have a general search area. So shouldn't be too difficult to find where we need to go. And I don't, yeah, I did not
Revelio.
select this on this character, so there is that right there. And I'm going to assume that that is what's been ticking. No, apparently something else is ticking. Couldn't tell you what it is, though.
Ah, a rhinoceros skeleton. I'm on the right track.
So this right here, something that is interesting to be aware of. Now that we have Reparo, we could break this,
Reparo.
put it back together. Just something that I found interesting. But we actually came down here to talk to.
You're not trying to hit me, are you?
However you pronounce her name.
Are you alright?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
That's kind of you. I suppose there are a few decent souls here. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented 5th year to help me.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
So she is in the Ravenclaw outfit. Call me crazy, but I feel like she should probably be more of a Slytherin as opposed to a Ravenclaw. Just seems a little more
I'd better
her
keep an eye
speed.
on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. There's the fountain. I'm getting closer. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
The Daedalian keys are back. Aren't they brilliant?
Hello, Nellie. You seem excited about something.
The Daedalian keys are back.
The what keys?
The Daedalian keys. Surely you've seen them flying about. Rumour is that a former headmistress, Professor Mole, conjured them to protect the contents of certain locked cabinets years ago. Professor Black couldn't be bothered to disenchant the keys, and they appear every few years. You should try to catch one.
Why would I do that?
Each key will lead you to a locked cabinet somewhere in the castle. If you can manage to get the key into the cabinet lock, not an easy task, you may find a reward.
Why would Professor Mole conjure flying keys?
What I heard is that it had something to do with keeping Peeves out of things. But that may or may not be true. He's a poltergeist. I thought they could go almost anywhere.
Surely you will be trying to complete the challenge as well.
I've tried, and I can't even get past the first cabinets. Perhaps you'll have better luck. I'd love to know what's in the cabinets.
Perhaps I'll give it a go.
I hope you do. In fact, I think I heard one of the keys in the astronomy tower. You should listen for them. I hope you follow a few keys at least.
3 of our side
If you manage
quests
to open a
for
cabinet, I'd
what
love
we
to know
will
what
be
you
doing.
find. If
And
anything.
for those of you that heard when we walked in, there's the statue from the treasure chest. And here is the door linked to that treasure chest. Not treasure chest, the treasure map. And by coming around,
Revelio.
I believe there were some things in here for... oh, hello, ghost. You kind of scared me right there. History of Magic Windows. This set of stained glass windows features Merlin, the 4 Hogwarts founders, and various other witches and wizards of the age. So that kind of disproves a theory that I had in a later episode that
Revelio.
has already been recorded, but I'm re-recording these because this game is difficult to record for me for some reason. But I was thinking that possibly Professor
Stello
Pig
looks promising.
was a what's it called? Was the History of Magic professor, but apparently not.
This looks like the portrait from the map. And where's the treasure?
This is, in fact, the portrait.
Accio.
So if we do an Accio up there on that thing,
There was a doorway hidden within the
it's gonna
portrait.
pull a door to us.
I wonder what came of Arthur's search.
And our reward for doing that is not an actual robe, but it is a Cosmog option for the authentic historian uniform. It's an interesting option. Not one I'm going to be going with, but if you like it, there you go.
Revelio.
What else is up here? Oh yes. Looks like we have like the music room. We have a treasure chest right here that is locked that we can't currently get into. Not quite sure what we're going to be doing with that bell, but I can show you something. There is a spell that we will be getting later in the game that we don't actually need to ever use. Because if we
Accio.
throw something and pull it towards us, we will actually cause it to follow us around. seems to have gone a little...
Levioso!
Let's go ahead and Levioso this.
Accio!
Accio it. And now see if it'll follow us around. Yeah, there we go. Let's try to go up these stairs. Have this piece follow us. Are you going to round the corner for me? Hey, you are. And I don't think I can actually get it to where it needs to go. Because I think I am actually missing the required spell. Unless I can... Oh no!
Levioso!
Oh hey, it's actually still down there. Can I target you? If I could target that, I might be able to fix. Whoa. What am I targeting here?
Levioso! Accio!
So yeah, I don't think I actually have the spell required to do what I need to do with this. I think I need the Repulso spell, which I believe is the spell we will eventually be getting. But I am relatively certain that I need to somehow socket this little
Levioso!
bell charm into that area over there.
Reparo!
And I just am apparently not able to do that right now. But we're going to stop trying to mess with that and just continue on up the stairs. Because we actually have a few chests up here that we can grab. Got a scarf right there. And working our way around, we have another chest right here. That got us a telescope by the look of it. And then we have a frog that's going to eat us and spit us out over here. And we got a, I think that was a wand handle and a Niffler statue. Very well. Speaking of the wand handle, let's go ahead and take a look at our gear. Yeah. So that doesn't look half bad. I actually wish that I'm going to be able to use this later. But, yeah. The saber gray wand handle, a sharp gray handle design featuring a bronze sheath. So, yeah. Cool little handle. Something that actually does kind of increase our stuff. And remember the last episode where I said I don't think it's worth it to be spending money on stuff when we're going to be very quickly out-leveling it, at least gear-wise. On our next level, so our 11th level, we're going to be able to equip this scarf that is going to increase our offense by 20 points. And we got it for free in a chest. That is what I mean by I don't think it's really worth it to purchase stuff at Glad Rags. At least for right now, when we are still gaining levels so superbly quickly. Maybe once we start getting up towards the level cap, we could start purchasing stuff and actually taking advantage of it. But for right now, I don't really see the point.
Revelio.
Here purchase the slimy yet symphonic frogs that comprise the Hogwarts Frog Choir. These musical amphibians can sing in 6-part harmony and hold a pitch better than most humans. This is one of the things that I meant in my last episode when I said there are a few things that I have found that seem to kind of be a little fast and loose with the lore of the world. Because to my knowledge, and I can't be wrong on this, but to my knowledge, there is nothing in the books that actually says anything about
Revelio.
Hogwarts having a frog choir. Pretty sure that is quite strictly just a movie thing. Scorch marks. Allegedly the location of the first known instance of an arguably successful casting of Bombarda. Date unknown, caster unidentified. That's kind of hilarious right there.
I wish the headmaster would come.
Anyway, let's go ahead and track a different spell right now. We're currently looking for the keys. Let's go ahead and go back to the Gobstone mission. Because we have 5 Gobstones to collect.
Revelio.
Anyone fancy
A wooden cat. This wooden statue bears the likeness of Penguar Dawn, fearless feline mouse hunter and devoted study companion.
I've been wanting to go for ages.
Very well, very well. Yeah, so getting these Gobstones, it's not difficult. Just keep Accio on your spell bar, and it shouldn't be too difficult to grab. That is a cool little portrait, painting, relief, whatever you want to call that, of a dragon breathing and causing like environmental effects. I definitely approve of that. Alright, so it looks like we are going up some more.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio!
Did I just completely fail on collecting that page? Looks like I did. Oh well, I'll get it later. Looks like we have another eyeball chest over here. Something to remember. Though right here we actually have something that is going to be very helpful to us right now. This is a ledger. We have 0 through 9, and this is going to help us with those weird, like, magically locked doors around the place where we need to kind of solve some math problems. Here we have a demiguise, which is 0, unicorn, which is 1. Easy way to remember that is it's a unicorn. It has 1 horn. This, I believe, is called a bicorn in the world of Harry Potter. So it has 2 horns, thus it's a 2. We have a 3-headed Hydra, so 3. I'm not sure what this creature is, but it is 4. This weird little spider thing has 5 legs, so it is a 5. We have a salamander looking thing, so and that is for some reason a 6. Whatever this weird alien looking thing is a 7. We have a spider with 8 legs, so that is an 8. And whatever this last thing is has 9 heads, so that is a 9. So that is what all of those numbers mean. You do not need to remember that at all. And why I say that is around the door is actually our ledger right here. So we start with the demiguise being 0, then going to the unicorn, bicorn, Hydra, and so on and so forth until we get to the 9. Now the way we need to figure these doors out is by just doing a simple little math problem. So we have 2 plus the Hydra plus a number is going to be equal to 9. So 2 plus 3 is 5, so That question mark is going to be 4. So if we look up, it's that weird little owl creature. And this is for the single question mark. So we're going to come over here to the single question mark and move until we have the weird little owl thing. And then now we have 0 plus 1 plus another number equals 4. So 0 plus 1 is obviously 1. And to get to 4, we need to add a 3. So we're going to be looking for the Hydra. So transferring this over to the Hydra and then come back and opening the door will unlock the door for us. And we will get some cosmetics. It looks like we just unlocked a jack-o'-lantern. But if we continue on through here, we'll actually find ourselves in the arithmancy class. This classroom is where students learn about the magical properties and numbers of numerology. Though a great many opt instead to spend this period counting moon calves whilst nodding off at their desks. So we have another treasure chest in here. And then if I can get some of the blue away, we have 2 more of these doors. So 2 more little simple math questions. So 6 plus 5 is going to be 11. So we're going to be looking for 6 to get us to 17. And 6, if you remember, is the weird salamander looking thing. So let's go ahead and move that on over. And then down here, we got the weird alien octopus thing. So that's going to be 7 plus 0 is going to equal 7. So we're looking for 1 to get us to 8. So we are looking for the unicorn. Oh no, darn it. I did not mean to double press the square right there. So there it is. And open this on up. We have another cosmetic looking thing as well as a high topped hat. And then over here we got 5, or the 5 legged spider plus the salamander. So 5 plus 6 is going to equal 11, needing us 4 to get to 15, which is going to be the owl bird dude. And then we have 13 plus the demiguise, which is 0, plus a number to get us to 18. So we need 5, which is going to be the weird looking spider dude. That guy right there. And open on up the door. I apparently have done some math incorrectly. Give me one moment. Oh, I know what I did. I put in the wrong solution over here. So we're looking for 4, which is the owl guy. I went to the salamander. That one right there. And there we go. There is our little tutorial on what to do with those doors. I'm not going to be opening up any more in this episode as we come across them, but they are relatively simple. If you
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
It's 0 through 9, with the symbols being pointed out on the door or around the door. So yeah.
Accio!
There's another gobstone right there, so let's go ahead and grab that. And now let's continue moving on.
What are you up to now?
Another gobstone in the chandelier.
Revelio!
And I really do feel as though there should be something right here, because this is the silver ladder that leads to the divination classroom. outstanding model of a hand is demarcated to help students in the practice of palmistry. Depending upon the angle of which the model is read, it either has a considerable life or is likely to die in a fortnight.
Revelio.
And just to point out, this is actually Natty's mother right here from everything I can gather. And just as some evidence to that, we have a letter over here. Mudua Onai. Under Professor Black's direction, it is my honor as Deputy Headmistress to offer you the position of Divination Professor at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. We are thrilled at the prospect of having you join our distinguished faculty. Please inform us of your intentions as soon as possible. I eagerly await your response. Warmest regards, Professor Matilda Weasley.
Revelio.
So yeah, that is Natty's mother right there. That is an interesting portrait to have to be showing your students every time they come to your class, but alrighty.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Yeah, I know.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Alright, so let's go ahead and make our way down the stairs. And I guess up the stairs. And continue going up the stairs. Just make sure I'm going the right way. Yeah.
Revelio.
As we have 3 more gobstones to grab.
Lumos.
And if I remember correctly, this moth is going to be pretty obviously in our way. As we continue on up. I believe it's actually in this room. Yes, right here. Let's go ahead and return. And let's go back on upstairs. And here is another one of the math doors. We got the double question mark right there. And the single question mark right there. Again, like I said, I'm not going to be opening up any more in this episode.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Don't worry, buddy. I already grabbed it.
Revelio.
And we have another one of these.
Levioso.
Got some Levioso on it.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
So let's go ahead and go on upstairs. Because I know I was going the wrong way going down. I was just looking for more stuff. And I believe it's this landing that gives us the thing for the staircase. Yes, it is. The savvy student is wise to keep an eye on the stairs, as they will change position without notice. While certain students may not mind being late for class, they may very well regret being late to dinner.
Revelio.
And continue moving on up. We have the 2 question mark for this door. And I believe this is supposed to be Sir Cadogan. Although he doesn't have his horse, so maybe not. But the single question mark is right there for that door. Continuing on. think there's anything for us up here.
Revelio.
Now, doesn't look like it. I don't know why the game even lets you go up there, because there's nothing for us to do.
Off on another adventure, are we?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio. Revelio.
A little field guide for troll armor. This unusual suit of armor was crafted for a troll. That it survived at all is astonishing, since trolls do not ordinarily wear armor and would understandably be prone to smashing it in confusion or anger. And then here in the actual trophy room,
Revelio.
let's just see up there. Guess nothing. Anyway, up here, if I could find it, if I could remember where it is. There it is.
Accio. That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
Hogwarts Herbology Award in recognition of exemplary, however you want to say that word, skill in the field of herbology. Hogwarts bestows this special award upon 7th year Hufflepuff Mirabelle Garlick. From mandrakes to mistletoe and bubo tubers to bouncing bulbs, her work with flora has exceeded all expectations.
Revelio.
She is actually our herbology teacher. Here we have the trophy room. This room contains the House Cup, Quidditch trophies, dueling trophies, and other awards given at the school. Students who step out of line can be found polishing the silver here by hand as a reminder of the value of hard work. I believe
Revelio.
No, it's not. But this one is. The Goblet of Fire casket. The Goblet of Fire rests within this ancient jewel-encrusted crest. The goblet has served as a means of selecting champions for the Triwizard Tournament since the contest establishment in the late 13th century. Was there someone over here also? No, but these are some Quidditch balls.
Revelio.
And if we come over this way, this one is quite possibly my favorite of the field guides that I have personally acquired. This set of armor for a house elf is rumored to have been made by a cruel wizard who wanted his elf to protect him in battle. Happily, the wizard was too dense to realize that armor could in fact be considered clothing. The moment the elf donned it, he disapparated right out of it, never to be seen again. I find that so fun.
Revelio.
And then we have some centaur armor over here. This unique set of armor was created as a misguided peace offering to a centaur leader. The gift was spurned, and the messenger shot through the leg with an arrow. The armor itself, battered with hoof marks, was later recovered and refurbished. And that appears to be all of the
Revelio.
thingamajigs
You can't
up in here.
imagine how inconvenient travel was.
So if we come over here to quests, we have now completed Gobs of Gobstones and Cash in the Castle. Let's go ahead and take on the Daedalian keys before we start turning any of them in. Which actually, We might be able to get to faster if we fast travel. Astronomy wing. Off the courtyard. Yeah, I want to say the charms classroom is going to be our best bet to transfer. I was right. Here is another one of the math doors, just so y'all are aware. And then a locked door. But if we come on up these stairs...
Revelio. Levioso. Revelio.
And continue coming up the stairs after the Levioso area. I feel like I'm missing something. There it is. So this tapestry depicts the wizard Barnabas and the Barmy. A foolish attempt to train trolls for the ballet. One can only imagine the impact on the arts had he succeeded. So, I could be wrong about this, but this is a portrait of Barnabas the Barbie getting, or trying to teach trolls how to do ballet, correct? So I'm pretty sure this right here is a room of requirement. I guess we will find that out later because there is a room of requirement tab in our challenges, but we have not yet unlocked it yet, so...
Revelio.
I can only assume that we will eventually be unlocking the room of requirement, but not as of yet.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
So let's go ahead and come up here.
A Daedalian key. I wonder where it might lead me.
So this key is actually going to lead us to that room that we kind of didn't go into before. This one right here. And now they, as long as you don't like leave the area, will just kind of
There's the
hover
cabinet.
around the
How do I
locked
get
door.
this key in there?
This is a very long letter. If you want to read it, go for it. It is just basically talking about muggles that are trying to do some astronomy stuff. I think. Anyway. Before we
Revelio.
open up the thingamajig, let's see if there's anything else. Oh, there's someone in here. I was not expecting there to be someone in here. But there's nothing else in here for us to do, so let's go ahead and go to the chest. Or to the door. And basically, this key is going to be flying around the lock. And when it moves towards the center, we want to press X and just kind of slap it. If we time it right, we will slap it into the keyhole. Why we can't just slap it once and then pick it up and put it into the keyhole, I have no idea. But I guess that's the advantages of having a game mechanic. I am being way slow on this. Okay. I will get this. Why did I press it right there? You were going nowhere close to it. What the hell?
Got
There
it.
it is.
An old coin. Perhaps Nellie knows what it means.
So we have just unlocked our first house token.
How nice.
Let's go ahead and start turning in some of our quests. Let's go to the Transfiguration classroom. So that we could talk to whatever her name is.
Hello, Nellie. I managed to get a Daedalian key into its lock.
Brilliant! What did you find in the cabinet?
A curious token of some sort.
Looks like a Gryffindor house token. I bet it unlocks our house chest. I call them house chests. I've seen the one in our common room and heard there are also in the other common rooms. Keep an eye out. I do hope you continue on. For so much effort, the prize must be something grand.
I should see this through and find the Gryffindor house chest.
Yeah. We already know where the house chest is. We have more quests to turn in before we do that.
I hope
Second
you've
one's
had more
right
luck
here.
than I did tracking down my gobstone.
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
Of course. They are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much fun together laughing as all the losers get sprayed, which won't include me. Very well, off I go. Wish me luck.
And we have one more quest to turn in right quick. Which is going to be up through here. Next floor, I believe. He's not right here. Where is this guy? Where did he go? Oh, he's just more up in here.
Made any progress with your treasure map?
Hello, Arthur. Thought you might like to know that my map led to a doorway hidden within a portrait.
Oh, how clever! Mine led to the boathouse. Barely found the treasure before I saw the headmaster coming. He shooed me out of there, but not before I got a few galleons richer. What did you find?
I found what I believe is an authentic historian's uniform.
Oh, that's lucky. Seems as though we both had success. Glad I enlisted you to join me. Well, on to the next Hogwarts mystery. Wonder if a quick rummage round Weasley's office might yield anything interesting.
Hey, couldn't you be doing better in your common room than sitting out here on the floor? No, whatever. Anyway, let's go ahead and go back to our common room. Track quest. Show on map. And here we are.
This must be my house chest. I just need to insert the token. Seems I'll need to find more house tokens if I'm to open this. Quite a few by the look of it.
Yeah, so there are a total of 16 house chests tokens that we need to grab in order to unlock that chest. Not sure what it will give us. I hope it's worth it. So we have some gloves right here that are going to increase our offense by 9 points. We have gotten a new wand handle for collecting all of the gobstones. But we're going to go back to that one for now. We've gotten a few hats. And the classic sorcerer hat is going to be our most effective one. So we're going to have that equipped for now. We also appear to have gotten new glasses that we can finally equip. They will increase our defense by 7. So there's that. We've got a couple new scarves. This one will increase our offense by 16, 18, and 20. So of course we're going to go with the 20. Anything here in the outfits? No. What about down here? No. Alright. So with that being the case, let's go ahead and take a look at the locket's secret, shall we? The astronomy wing, please. And Professor Fig's classroom. Alright, so here we are in front of Professor Fig's classroom. So let's go see what he wants from us, shall we? Is there anything in here for us? There's a treasure. Anything else? There's a letter. Professor Fig, as if my schedule wasn't congested enough, the ministry has charged me with arranging a rather inconvenient arrival of a new student at Hogwarts. 5th year, if you could believe. Professor Weasley insists that they will need an escort and a mentor to help them acclimate before term begins. I've assigned the task to you. Please see Professor Weasley for details. Professor Phineas Nigelis Black, Headmaster.
Revelio.
There appears to be nothing else in this room for us to grab. So let's go talk to the professor, shall we? After grabbing this chest. When can I interact with you?
Accio. Levioso. Reparo.
Anyway, let's go ahead and wait. And talk to Professor Fig.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Alright, so we need to find our way to Professor Hecat. Which I am relatively certain is the only thing for us to do right now. Yep, that is the only thing for us to do. We will be unlocking the Incendio spell for this. So let's go ahead and make our way to her, shall we? Which, I mean, we are in the same tower. I could fast travel to her. But I don't really see the point. She should be right around here somewhere. You know what I mean. Key.
What are you up to now?
So that key goes to this treasure chest, or this wall chest right here, which is actually where we begin the next episode. So I'm not going to unlock that right now. We will be getting it later. Am I going around in circles? I missed something. Let's go back up here. That's what happened. I followed the key instead of going into her classroom.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
So she gives us
Seems
a few
crossed
quests.
wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
And both of them are actually at the crossed wands area. So let's go ahead and take those on at the Clock Tower Courtyard. And since we are here, let's go ahead and talk to the child.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
So, up in the upper corner of the screen, we see the spell combinations that we are supposed to do. So we're supposed to start off with an Accio, followed by 4 basic attacks.
Accio!
Good one!
And then now Levioso, followed by 4 basic
Levioso.
attacks.
That's it!
now we're going to be combining the two. So,
Levioso.
One, two. I messed up.
Next time, perhaps.
Let's try that again, shall we?
You'll get it.
Got a
Levioso.
one, two, three.
Accio.
There's one, two, and four.
Excellent form. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
And now let's go ahead and take
Hello,
on
Lucan.
the actual duel.
Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yeah, let's go ahead and duel with Natty.
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
So it's 3-on-2. That seems a little excessive to me. But anyway, breaking through Violet shields with force spells like the Summoning Charm Accio is going to be important for this one.
Accio. Levioso. Protego. Stupid one. Stupid one.
Act like a winner.
As you can see, just kind of
Stupid one.
I'm the one.
your character.
Accio.
Levioso.
Stupid one.
That's all you've got. We don't
Levioso.
really need to pay attention to anything else going on.
Stupid one.
You're better than that.
We will be able to see
Protego. Stupid one.
the counter ring pop up on
Stupid one.
and we'll be able to kind of counter everything as it pops up.
Stupid one. There goes my wager. Accio. Come on. Levioso.
Arrest the momentum.
I could never duel like that.
And there we go. We have our victory.
Bravo.
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you. But after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning. Or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Assignment's all finished.
Perhaps I should stick to potions.
Seems I'm out of the tournament thanks to you.
You could have gone a bit easier on me.
No, I couldn't have. And if I remember correctly,
Revelio.
we have right here. Some students believe that a wish made over the well of 4 beasts, whether near the Thestral, Griffin, Chimera, or Hippogriff, will come true for one who has gained the trust of any of the 4. So, I have a Hippogriff. I have a Griffin. I have a Thestral. And then I have another Hippogriff. Where is the Chimera? I mean, technically, all of these creatures are Chimeras, except for the Thestral. Because really all a Chimera is the combination of multiple creatures. But I want to know
Revelio.
which one of those statues is technically considered by the game to be a Chimera. And we're just going to come down here to unlock a fast travel point, which it looks like we already have. And we're going to return to the professor. In the Defense Against the Dark art classroom.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Yeah, so that statement right there is what caused me to realize that that portrait or that little carving right there actually speaks to us. Anywho. Oh, wait.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you.
Revelio.
And that you found success in your endeavors.
This large dragon skeleton that hangs in the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom is allegedly a trophy taken by Professor Hecat after she single-handedly defeated one of the largest poaching rings in eastern Wales during the Great Poacher Raid of 1878.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady.
And Incendio. And we have unlocked more spells than our current triangle can accommodate. So let's go ahead and equip Incendio instead of Reparo. And there we go. And with Incendio...
Incendio!
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
With Incendio, we can attack our foes like that. Or...
setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
So yeah, there is that right there. I want to go ahead and double check something real quick. Here's our top of the class scarf. For completing 4 more assignments, we'll get the top of the class ensemble. And anything else that has been unlocked? Negative. Quests. Got nothing there yet. Looks like we do have some new gear, which is going to be a new handle, which, I mean, it's not a bad handle, but I like that one better. We have a new outfit that is neither better nor worse than what we were wearing, so we're going to go back to that one. And yeah, let's go ahead and return to Professor Fig, shall we? Actually, it looks like we have a side quest. That has been unlocked in the map. Yes, we have a side quest that has been unlocked on the map. So that is actually going to be what we are doing next. So that is actually going to be taking place in the next episode. So because of that, we are going to be ending this here after getting our Incendio spell.
Incendio!
Definitely appreciate y'all coming with me. But until next time, this is Famine52 signing out, and peace out.